Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing your September 21st daily reading. I actually had to stop my computer. It unexpectedly crashed, so I'm doing it. I had shuffled already, and I pulled this card, which is the Queen of Cups card. And I was saying that this is a great day to use your intuition. This is a great day to go with the flow. The message of this card is going with the flow. It's a positive card, so it doesn't mean that you aren't going with the flow. It just means to be aware that if there are some things that come up that may seem to be like hindrances or blocks, they're not. This card reminds me of my old deck. There was a card that is either the multi-universe or the universe card. Because it's like we've got, like, in a way, we've got the sun energy there. We've got like all these stars, and there's like this moon energy somewhere here in the background. Look at the sun, the moon, all the stars, and you got heaven, you know? This beautiful blue. This is like one of my favorite cards because it's just this gorgeous energy. There's a lot of water energy, there's a lot of air energy, but then we've got the earth and we've got a little bit of fire. So this is for everyone, you know. Water signs, you know, may be very active today. You know, this may be a kind of go here, thither, and yon, or whatever the saying is. You know, you're going to be very busy, I feel, for water signs. Earth signs, I feel like, are really going to just keep everybody grounded, like they usually do. But that's, you know, that's no surprise. But that's what this card is really about. Air signs are going to be dancing. They're going to be dancing. They're going to be singing. They're going to be kind of just, they're going to be enjoying their life. They're kind of, I feel like this is I was going to say that this is like a gateway card too. This is also a gateway card because she's walking through these pillars. She's coming through something, you know, and this is like on the heels of the star. So the star on the 20th sent you energy. It said, this is it. This is, you know, you're getting all this positive energy to go for it. And this girl, she is going, but she's having a good time, you know. She's really having fun. Tauruses specifically, you know, you guys may feel like, you kind of may feel like things are upside down. You know, you kind of may feel like the world is turning upside down on you. Things are, maybe some big stuff is happening, or the energy is you're thinking about the big stuff happening, and you're kind of putting things in motion to get through these big, you have some big plans, you know, that, or you have friends over and you are very social. I see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7, 8 people maybe that are in your family that are maybe around you. Maybe you have like a family get together, and that would make sense, you know. Today is the reading is for Sunday, the 21st. So this is a social time for you Tauruses. You know, you may be spending a lot of time with family. You may have like a family dinner. But there's like 8 people that I feel like are around you. I feel like you and your husband, you're kind of at the center, kind of keeping the whole thing together. Are you and your partner? There's 2 people specifically. It's interesting because we've got the day, to me, is a gateway because you've got the pillars. You and your partner are like a gateway, you know. So there's like a lot of, I feel like 11 is the number of the gateway. It's 21 is the day, but I feel like for some reason the number 11 is very, very pertinent on this day. I don't know why, but that's my feeling. I feel like you're coming through something. You're traveling through something. You're making headway into your future, but you're happy. You're happy to do this. You're happy to make this step. She is taking a step forward, okay? This is a step forward that she is excited about. I just realized she is literally dancing on the backs of tortoises. I said Tauruses, interesting. Maybe a Freudian thing. I see the tortoise as the Taurus sign. So you may be in a relationship with an air sign, Taurus, or you may be dating this girl. You know, she's an air sign, and you kind of stabilize her. You know, you're like a really solid foundation for her in the friendship or the relationship. I said friendship, didn't I? So maybe it's a friendship, you know? Because this girl, she's so light on her feet. This could be somebody who's a really good dancer. They're good on their feet. They're light on their feet, you know? There was one episode of Dancing with the Stars where they were talking about, I forget his name now, but there's been a couple of them, a couple of dancers, a couple of celebrities that have been really good on their feet. They're just kind of, you know, the way they dance, they're very light on their feet and they're very agile, you know, and they can do a lot of different things, which not everybody can do. So this may be a female that's just a really good dancer, but also, and tap dancing came to my mind. She may be a tap dancer. Tappers are awesome. I used to tap dance when I was in 8th or 9th grade, and I had so much fun. And I'm sorry that I stopped, actually, because it's so much fun. If you guys haven't done any tap dancing, now is the day to take a class. Sign up. I mean, look for classes online, because this is the gateway. This is, you're coming through, you're taking a step, you're doing something maybe you haven't done before. Maybe this is a new door that you're opening. This is something new. And the card is all about someone who's actually really deep. You know, someone who has a deep personality, someone who likes poetry and music, and maybe they combine the two, you know. Someone who likes reading, you know. I think of reading and writing as being kind of poetry, kind of like, you know, the people that are very deep are attracted to this because they can get lost in the depths of their mind, you know. I think of them getting kind of lost in like a very, you know, dimly lit library, you know, and it's a deep place. Like the library is a deep place because it has all these, you know, beautiful books. And it's just a very deep spiritual place. So if you haven't gone to the library, you might want to do that. But the thing about the library is, you know, all of those books, I mean, that's paper. It's literally being in like a forest, kind of. It has that energy of being in a forest. There's a lot of water here, but, you know, if you don't have a lot of water, go for a hike, you know. Get in touch with that deep forest energy. You know, that's just very, it's comforting because it's all around, you know, it kind of encompasses you. And it's sort of like, you know, this is a day of like deep introspection. You know, you're going to be doing a lot, and it's a day of action because she's dancing, she's moving, she's going, she's taking this step. But at the same time, she's intuitive. She has reflective time. She has time to listen to her thoughts and process. You know, you may be a marine biologist or someone who works with the ocean. It's interesting because recently I was following a lot of people on Twitter that work with sharks, or they work with, you know, tortoises, or they work with all kinds of marine, life. You may just be someone that works with, sea creatures, maybe even someone at SeaWorld or someone who works with the whales. This is you. This is really you. You're a beautiful person, that does this. I'm connecting with that. So getting kind of emotional. It's just been the 20th, guys. It's been a really emotional day. Even for me, all my makeup's washed off. It's been a really, really emotional day. But, that person that, who you are. I mean, if you work with these animals, I feel like these animals, you're really attached to them. And there's a lot of love. There's so much love there. And there's so much kindness and dedication and appreciation for these beautiful creatures. And they really love you too. They love you. I mean, just know that they love you. And I have a kind of, I was just funny because I was talking about this. I have a connection to whales and to dolphins. I can hear them. So I can communicate in a way. If I say something, I'll hear them. Horses as well. And, the ocean, the love that you put into, first of all, the love that you put into the planet, you get back. That's just how it is. That's how it works. It's the humans that we have destroyed so much of this planet, and we need to stop because, we're destroying ourselves. We're destroying a piece of ourselves. And the love that we get back from the planet, from Mother Earth, is unconditional love. That deep forest energy is unconditional love. That's like going to that library. It's like there is that energy there, that positive energy. Scorpios. This is, on a lighter note, I just thought about this. But there's a Scorpio. Okay, so what I call this Scorpio card, the naked lady. And she's plucking the fruit. She's very fertile. I'm going to look for it now because I see them as being almost the same thing. And Scorpios, you're going to laugh because I see this as being what I call the morning after card. Recently, it's funny because I predicted, Scorpios were going to be getting laid. Well, this is the morning after card. So it's Saturday night. You probably slept with somebody. Not probably. You did sleep with someone. And this is the day, Sunday's a happy day. You're feeling good. You're feeling like you're refreshed. You needed that, To me, they're the same. It's almost like the same woman. This woman, this is the one where she's got dark hair. It's long, it's dark. She may even have part of it, tucked up. And this is the Scorpio, having sex card. And then this is the morning after. Where she's feeling good, That's kind of how I see it. So just maybe Scorpios, more so than other signs. It's still other signs. This is the morning after. So you might have had a really good night Saturday. Saturday night. You may have had a really good time. And Sunday, maybe you're hanging out with your family, your friends, and you're feeling good. What is that? There's a song. If I think of it, I'll post it. I've been really bad about posting my stuff recently. I'm posting links. I need to do more of that. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's talk about the obvious. The obvious is she's moving, okay? This card, it's funny because, the reason my makeup is washed off is because I found out today that I need to move again. And for all of you who know, I've moved 16 times. So this will be my 17th move. And it's hard for me. It's been really hard for me today. And I don't really look my best. I don't really feel my best. But I think the universe gave me this card and wanted me to talk about this because There is something positive in every move, even if you don't realize what it is, you know? And this girl is moving. She's taking a step forward. Things are going to be changing. If you're a guy and you're watching this and you're asking yourself, am I going to be moving? My feeling is yes. You're going to be moving. Does that mean you're going to be moving residences? Maybe, maybe not. You may just be taking action steps to change your life, okay? This is for guys, okay? Girls too, but a lot, for guys, I feel like, because this doesn't represent guys like actual literally with the picture, but I feel like the energy is there, The energy is there for you guys to be moving forward in some way. That may be taking a trip somewhere, that may be, going to the beach somewhere, that may be going on vacation, that may be, but I feel like it's more like a life change. It's more like, rather than just a trip, rather than just a jaunt to Mexico, this is not. This is more like, although it could be, this is more like, this is you wanting to take positive steps in your life to make things better. And you will, I would say that, you will make things better by taking this step forward. The only counsel is that if she was to go back, because, there's a part of everyone that gets very afraid. If she was to, when change is on the horizon, okay? When change is on the horizon, people freak out. People get upset. When I found out today, I was upset, okay? Which I have reason to be, because it's a big change. But, you know what? I have to embrace it, and I'm encouraging you guys to embrace it. The future is positive. If you make it positive, you must be positive about the future and going forward. If this person were to freak out and turn around and go backwards, she's going to get lost. And she's going to be very confused because she's going to be in what I call Stonehenge. This Stonehenge is going to be like this misty, strange area in the back, behind. So that's what I imagine is back there. I imagine Stonehenge back there. By the way, you may be Irish. You may have, because I think Ireland when I see this. So you may have some Irish heritage, or you may be Irish. You may be living in Ireland. And you may be traveling around, Stonehenge, not Stonehenge. You may actually be going to Stonehenge and visiting. You may be like a tourist there. Or you may be thinking, you've always wanted to go to Ireland. Well, this is the day to plan your trip, to make that, buy the ticket, to go online and make reservations. This is the day. In Ireland, there's a lot of really cool energy happening in Ireland. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about Ireland, and eventually I feel like all of that's going to be revealed. But there's a really cool energy there. Really cool. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the Irish. I'm Irish. A lot of people have Irish heritage. My family's from Cork County, Ireland, and I think I still have cousins out there. So if you're related to me, give me a call. Message me or something. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this is moving forward, okay? You don't want to go back. Not because Stonehenge is bad, but because the area in this magical world, if this card was a magical kingdom, where this person is in there, is a little bit misty, a little bit confusing, a little bit not quite the right way, not the right direction. It would be the wrong direction. You want to go forward. You want to go forward. You want to be positive. There is so many positive things about this card. And there's elements of magic in this card too. The magic. I keep forgetting to mention that. She's sparkling a little bit. This person is sparkling. So I think the fairies, there's some fairies, or, it could be some fairies around you that are watching. Those of you who are watching this, you may not even realize it, but you have a little magic around you. Or or a lot magic actually around you, but they're around you, and you know, they're supporting you. They're following you, actually. They're a big fan of you. But yeah, so for Scorpios, to recap, okay, for Tauruses, it's going to be a busy social day, okay? And you and your husband or your partner are going to be at center stage. Scorpios, it's going to be kind of like the day after, and you're in a really good mood, because the morning after, because you got laid last night, and you know, you're just, you know, this is a really positive day for you, Scorpio. And this is also for you Scorpios who are really kind of, you like literature, you're very deep in nature. You know, I would suggest, you know, reading some books, you know, playing some music, going to a library, you know, or going to a forest, or going to the ocean. It's very important for water signs to connect with the ocean. So for Scorpios and Cancers and Pisces, connect with the water today. This is big water too, big water. And then air signs, you know, you're really in your element. You know, you're really I feel like it's the air signs that are really moving forward. That are really, this is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You guys are moving forward. There are things that are changing for you. Changes of residence, changes of jobs, changes of ideas, changes of like identity, of like who you are, you know, who are you in the world, you know. Those, you know, big kind of changes for the air signs. The earth signs are kind of going to be holding everything together, okay? Everything else is happening. The fire signs, you're going to have a lot of energy on this day, fire signs. So we're talking Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos. You guys, you're going to be on fire. You're going to be, you know, you're really going to be fired up about stuff. You know, you might feel like, you know, you're rearing to go, and you might go for it, you know. I feel like you guys are going to be taking a trip. This is like road trip. I get this road trip vibe for the fire signs, okay? You guys are going to be traveling. You know, it's the fire signs that love long road trips, because they can just kind of get all this energy out, you know, in a positive way. You know, they love to travel. I feel like the fire signs are going to be traveling, taking a trip. And okay, so I'm going to do something that I don't normally do for my dailies, but she is pointing, okay, in a direction, and I kind of want to see what she's pointing to, like what she is saying. She's drawing my attention to the Stonehenge, to maybe Ireland. But also, it could be something else that I haven't seen. Huh. Okay, so this is what she's pointing to. She's pointing to your indecision. She is saying that you are very indecisive, and it is time to make a move. It is time to create your own future. It is time to step into the future and go for it. Because this card is all about indecision. You know, she's gotten to this point where she does not know what to do. She literally has no clue. Her cat is sitting there. You guys might like cats. You know, you may have a pet who's very loyal and very faithful, and will follow you to the end of the earth. You know, they're so faithful, which is it's so heartwarming, because, again, it's that unconditional love. So for those of you, okay, I just want to say, for those of you who really aren't feeling loved, who aren't feeling the love, okay, it's time for you to get a pet. You know, you need to get a dog or a cat. Specifically, I think a cat would be good. But also because this is, you know, the fish. You know, you want to get like a fish or an aquarium or something. Even to get a turtle, you know. That's what you need to do. You know. I'm not a big fan of caging birds. I will say that. I have a connection to birds myself. I do not like it when birds are caged. It bothers me. Deeply, deeply bothers me. So if you do get a pet, make sure that they have some element of freedom, you know. If they're always in their cage, you know, because there are dogs that are, you know, they have this cage. And even though it is their home, it's just, they don't have enough room to move around. I feel like animals need to have room to move around. So if you do get a pet, that's all that I will say. Is get a pet, but make sure you have enough land for the pet, you know, or room for the pet. You know, if you're living in like a 10 by 10 little hole in the wall, like an apartment, that's not big enough for a pet. Okay, I'm just telling you now. Okay, so this is not for you. It's for everybody else who has a little bit more room in their apartment or their house, and they're just not feeling loved. You know, you really need that connection to animals. But okay, so aside from that, this woman is saying, she's telling me, she's like, the message is, don't be indecisive. It's time for you to make your future. It's time for you to make a change. So if you've wanted to start your own business for a long time, or if you've wanted to move someplace for a long time, or if you've wanted to go away, just go away, maybe. This is the time to do it. But I think this is also bigger than that. It's not just going on a trip. She's not saying you need to make the decision to go on this trip, although she could be, but it's more like you need to make the decision to change your life, to make a life change, and shift your thinking out of following in somebody else's footsteps or doing what somebody else wants you to do or doing what you've always thought was, you know, appropriate. Because this is a card, she is so creative. This is an artist, too. I forgot to mention that. She is an artist. And it's funny because I was talking about living in a 10 by 10 room. If you are like an artist and you're living in like a little hole in the wall, you need to find a bigger space. Artists need more space, you know. You need to move it up, you know, step up to the next level as far as apartments, you know. Think about getting a 1-bedroom with a roommate or something. You need more space. That's my feeling. But she's saying, don't be, you know, don't be like this. You know, be like this. Be creative. Create your future. Create something better for yourself. Because by doing that, you'll be the happiest person. There are a lot of people that, you know, maybe you're the person that's not creative. Maybe you're the person that, you know, is on this ledge and does not know what to do or where to go. You're on this path in life and you've come to this point where you don't know. And you're not creative. You're not, you know, an artist. You're not somebody that normally thinks creatively. Well, it is time for you to get in touch with the art community. You know, maybe it's time for you to reach out to, you know, maybe it's time for you to reach out to a psychic. You're more than welcome to call me. You're more than welcome to email me. My email's elizabetholson31@gmail.com. It's time for you to talk to somebody who is creative, okay? That's what you need to do. You need to talk to someone who can help you think creatively. And if that means, you know, like I said, calling a psychic, calling, you know, I can work with you, calling a friend who is an artist, someone who thinks outside of the box. It's time for you to kind of shift your thinking. If it's not possible for you to come up with it, then you need somebody else to help you with your ideas. Get some ideas kind of flowing. That way you'll feel like, okay, oh, that the light will come on and be like, oh, that's what it is that I need to do. And it's funny because there's all this light around her head, you know? And it's like the light bulb coming on. It's like realizing, oh, that's what I need to do. Oh, okay, I can do that, you know? And then doing it. And then taking the step to do it. And feeling confident. Because this girl, she is confidence, you know? She is like Beyonce, okay? She is very confident. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like she's mixed race a little bit, you know? So if you're mixed, you know, she has light skin, but she may not, you know, in a magical world, skin color changes. So she may not, you may have darker skin, you may have darker hair, you may be African American. You may be Spanish or like a mix of Spanish and African American. Actually, one of my videos, I think I said something like that, and I did have somebody who had mixed races, and that was interesting. And yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like that's you. Maybe you're watching my videos again, and that's you, who's kind of has maybe a mixed, you know, ancestry. I have a very mixed ancestry. So, anyways, I think that's all that I'm getting. If you guys have questions. Oh, I just saw something. Sorry. I just saw something. There's like a little, it looks like a little time. It looks like a little hourglass in the tortoise shell. So for Tauruses, okay, you may be feeling like you're pressed for time. On this day, you may be kind of in a time crunch. Or you just may feel like you want time to kind of be on your side. Maybe you're really anxious for something, or you want something to happen, and it hasn't happened yet, and you're going, okay, it is time for this to happen. Like, you're like, I want this to happen. But it hasn't yet. But for everybody else, I feel like timing is, you know, they say timing is everything, you know? It is timely for you to take the next step. That's my feeling. It's time for you to go for it. It's time. But try to on Sunday be mindful of what is going on. You know, wear a watch. You know, because time may be moving very quickly, and you might not even realize it. You could wake up at 10, and then suddenly it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're going, where did all the time go? Okay. So just kind of pay attention to that. But you guys have been really awesome. I'm getting so many emails, positive emails, and positive responses to my videos that I'm just really touched by all of them. I haven't been able to even respond to a lot of them because I'm getting so many all at once. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. Again, for being so awesome and saying so many nice things. You know, I'm very, I feel very blessed to have you guys as, followers, and I'd love to do private reading for you. Yeah, anytime. I haven't done a video with my pricing and my schedule. I've been meaning to. I'm probably going to post that tomorrow. Okay, guys, so wait for it. It's coming. The other thing is I don't have a website yet. It's in the works. Everybody's wanting to know, when am I going to get this website done? I may get it done tomorrow, maybe next week, or next weekend sometime. I don't have it yet. All of my information as far as my pricing and my schedule, they're listed under the About link on my YouTube page, okay? So you have the home, the videos, the discussion, and then you have the About link, and all of that's under there. But I'm happy to email you the information as well. It's just, it's all there with my, you know, how I do things. So that's all for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have been awesome. Big hugs, big kisses. Have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.